Modern medicine reflects technological progress like hardly any other field. Impossible to imagine it without complex, high-tech devices. Software-controlled diagnosis and therapy systems with ever-increasing performance support the physician's skills, save lives, and raise the quality of life of millions of patients. These systems must work with extreme precision and safety. Malfunctions can quickly turn healing into jeopardy. Faulty software can have fatal consequences. As in the case of Therac 25, one of the first software-controlled radiation devices that hit the market in 1982. Software defects allowed patients to be exposed to extreme radiation when minor handling mistakes happened. 3 people died. Others were severely injured before countermeasures were taken.
Therac 25 stands for one of the most fatal mistakes in the history of software development. Software was not sufficiently tied into safety analysis. People assumed that software had no defects. Today, 20 years have passed since then. On the one hand, quality assurance and extensive tests are the state of the practice. On the other hand, the systems are constantly getting more complicated, so that high quality must be paid for with enormous efforts as far as time and money are concerned. In the United States, more than 10% of the recall actions for medical devices are due to software defects. It can be assumed that a large portion of these defects could have been prevented through appropriate quality assurance measures.
In the case of such complex, safety-relevant systems, the development of the embedded software also calls for proceeding in an engineering-style manner. For manufacturers of medical systems, Fraunhofer IESE in Kaiserslautern developed suitable processes, techniques and methods to ensure systematic development of the embedded software. These measures aim at ensuring high-quality reliability and safety of the device software right from the start.
The development of medical devices is a very heterogeneous field, ranging from investment goods, such as a CAT scanner, to mass products, such as a fever thermometer or a blood glucose meter. The procedure for developing these products is very different, of course. However, both product groups have one thing in common: an increasingly competitive market, resulting in ever-increasing cost and innovation pressure. For the manufacturers of medical devices, this means that in those areas where promising software solutions can be envisioned, which will help realize innovations while reducing development costs and increasing the quality of the product at the same time, these must be found and implemented efficiently.
Medical systems have a lot of room for solutions with a lot of methodological freedom, which needs to be filled with a sure hand. IESE has an overview of the multitude of technical processes according to which software for a medical device can be constructed, from the definition to the operation of the device, and offers customized solutions in all phases. Researchers in Kaiserslautern focus specially on supporting customers in applying processes and techniques so that the necessary approval procedures are passed efficiently and without any problems.
Software has long been neglected in the approval procedures for medical devices. Today, different standards describe a general development process of how to develop software for medical devices. However, these standards very often leave it open how the processes are to be implemented technically. We help to make these processes concrete. To this end, we analyze our customers' development context, identify development processes adapted to it that are matched with the product characteristics and the development context characteristics, and then define very concrete techniques that will allow efficient execution of this process. We define, for instance, innovative safety analysis processes for software embedded in the medical products, or we support customers in realizing systematic reuse through the systematic use of component-based development and software product lines.
The better constructed the software, the lower costs spent on the necessary testing, quality assurance and approval measures, which can add up to 40% of the development costs.
IESE supports industry in developing new test concepts and test procedures, especially with regard to the complex IT environments in which we will employ our CAT scanners in the future, environments with a great number of different workflow steps. Optimized testing and quality assurance are essential.
The researchers at Fraunhofer IESE see the increased networking of medical devices with other hospital systems in the future. This is the only way to optimize clinical and medical workflows in the long run.
Such developments will continue to increase the complexity of medical devices and will provide new challenges to software engineers. I expect an additional jump in complexity and thus exciting new tasks for us from future devices that will adapt their performance to changed conditions in a partially autonomous way. Future medical systems will increasingly use knowledge about the outside world to provide on their own what a particular patient needs in a specific situation.
In the future, safe software will contribute more than ever to providing the best possible medical services to more and more people worldwide.